Look at this photo. Do you recognize this photo? Have you been here before? Do you have an overwhelming urge to touch the objects in this photo? Rub your feet against the carpet maybe? Dive into the couch? Gently caress the TV? Huh? What about this one? Or this one? Or how about this one? You wanna dip your feet into that water? You wanna strip down nude and do dirty things in that water? Huh? You thinking about it? You thinking about taking your clothes off? Take your clothes off.
Pull off your skin.
Well, I do.
What?
Hi, my name is your host, and I've been a huge fan of liminal spaces ever since I saw that original Solar Sands video way back when.
Country humans.
Liminal spaces hold a pretty big place in my neurodivergent head. And if anybody's watching this, you're probably a little fucked up in the head too, and you're probably into the same shit I am. I don't think I need to explain what a liminal space is. I'm sure you get the gist of it, you know? It's like one of these, or one of these, or not that one. Not that one. But maybe this one. But not this one at all. This is not it. This one is fucked up. You know, 1 part creepy, 2 parts nostalgic, and 30 parts Kane Pixels or whatever. Anyway, probably one of my favorite pieces of liminal space media, outside of Kane Pixels, love you Kane, is TikTok star AlfaOxtrot's How I Became a Liminal Space Photographer, a classic film in the community. But last month there was like a whole thing about him becoming a Christian.
Welcome to heaven.
Which I think is fine. I don't want to be like one of those people who's like upset about that, because I saw that on like the Reddit or whatever. People are mad at him for being Christian. I also didn't watch the video. That shit was like an hour long, and he's still just a guy, right? This guy's. Have you met Christians before? They're not that different. They're just like dudes. This isn't the end of the world, right? I don't want to sound like I have a problem with that, but through the grapevine, I did hear that he's probably not gonna drop the second liminal space photography video because he wants to do Christian content, which is like, okay. I mean, like, that's totally cool. I'm not really the target audience for that, but I'm sure he'll find people to watch that, right? Like, good for you, dude. Rock on. Rock on, rebel rocker. But I am a little bit disappointed that the next one's coming out. Anyways, this whole AlfaOxtrot thing kind of revved up my liminal hyperfixation, and I spent an hour looking for this one video, the one playing right now, this one. It's more Fudiger Arrow, but it's like, I think Fudiger Arrow is kind of in that same liminal kind of like zone of occupation, you know what I mean? Anyways, on that video I saw this comment and I was all like, I resonate with that heavy, man. And then I thought, well, what's stopping me from finding my own liminal space so that I can just disassociate for a while until my stress goes away? Ooh, saying that out loud kind of sounds a little depressing, but whatever. I decided to do that. After reading this, I thought about it for a little bit, and I immediately looked up common liminal spaces, and I found this list where the top result was empty art galleries. And without like a second thought, my impulsive ass looked up the nearest art gallery and decided to go the next day. And it was a promising find. The photos looked like it would have been a good spot. But then Google Maps told me to go down this alley, and there was nothing there, and I was getting a little nervous that I had made a mistake. But Google was just like off by a little bit for some reason. It was just like, it wasn't down the alley, it was in front of the alley. It was all right. Everything, but I found it and everything was all right. Except psych! No, it wasn't, because my ADHD didn't think this shit through. Because the place was closed. Because it was New Year's Eve. The art gallery was closed because I forgot that it was New Year's Eve. The art gallery was closed because I forgot that it was New Year's Eve. I'm sorry I didn't mention that earlier. Then I just like went to the library to think about how foolish I am. And then I ate a burger to feel better. And then I went home. Back to that list, I guess. Now, if you read any other options on this list, unlike me, you would have seen that this list is complete doo-doo fard. Half of these places are inaccessible to a dude like me, and the rest suck ball water. Non-functional lighthouses? What are you on, BetterHelp.com? Also, looking back, I realized the list I was reading was from betterhelp.com. Okay, I think this list was based off of that weird definition people give to liminal spaces. The one that describes liminal spaces, like in between spaces. The one that Alpha went over. It's the one that Alpha went over. It's the one with the you know, the thing. That one. You know. But guys, I don't think the term liminal space is as literal as the Reddit makes it out to be. My hot liminal take is that liminal spaces are not in between spaces, like places you travel through, but they're more of places in a liminal state. Like a playground with no people in it. A playground without any people in it is in the strange state in between familiarity and the alien. You know, like, this place feels familiar to me. It's a playground, but it's missing a key element that is a little bit more indescribable with words. Do you know what I mean? It's missing the soul. The je ne sais quoi. Like how a dead mall is in a state of slowly falling apart. A state in between the old and the forgotten. Almost like a burning memory. Come on. Come on, everybody. That was pretty good. You gotta give it to me. That was pretty good. A burning memory? 'Cause the memory is slowly... The old is slowly dying? Come on! That was clever. Anyway, still determined, I decided to just wing it from here. And I searched up liminal spaces in SoCal. And I actually found something surprisingly. That was like a complete shot in the dark. It was a Reddit post with one comment talking about a dead mall that they frequent. And it looked promising, so I went there the next day. The Reddit post was by this one dude who was like, does anybody know any liminal spaces? I'm doing him in a nerd voice, but that's high-key what I was doing. I'm making fun of me. The next day being New Year's Day, if you're paying attention, by the way. I did this after attending a New Year's Eve parade, which was fun. Which was fun. But it would have been more fun if I wasn't severely sleep deprived from the night before. I just couldn't fall asleep. I don't know what was wrong with me. I was up until like 4 a.m. and then I woke up at 6. If you do the math, that's not a lot of sleep. I probably should not have done that. That makes it sound like it was miserable, but it wasn't, by the way. I had a good time. But, back to the dead mall. I hit the frickin' jackpot, yo. Okay, this place was so totally cool. Okay, it was so depressing, but that's what made it so totally cool, yo. Come on. Dude, okay. I think, the fact that it was New Year's Day made it even more empty and depressing. But that's exactly what I was looking for. This was a freaking gold mine, yo. There was like a couple of people. There's like, you could probably count the number of people on your hands, dude. It was crazy sauce a little bit. It was crazy sauce. This place was great. I hate to admit it, but I honestly had more fun at this depressing dying mall eating half-stale Wetzel's pretzels than I did at a national parade. It was perfect. There were hallways that were walled off because all of the stores in that hallway were closed. That's just like to give you an idea of how dead this place was. 2 out of the 8 hallways were closed because they felt embarrassed about how all the stores were closed. They were so embarrassed. They're like, no one can go down these hallways. We are too embarrassed. It is too sad in there. Nobody's gonna want to spend money if they feel that sad. There was a Santa chair with no Santa. All the food stores in the food court were closed down. They had a Wetzel's pretzels. Now, the footage I got wasn't great, all right? I felt awkward because there still were some people, like I said. I wasn't planning on taking any pictures. This was fine. I wasn't planning on taking any pictures yet because I coincidentally had a new camera coming in next week that would be perfect for taking very aesthetic pictures, and I wanted to come back when I had it. So I waited a week and evacuated my house because the biggest fires in California history hit that week, and then I went back and I took a buddy. And I think I got some pretty great pics.
Wait.
Look at that.
That's really clear.
Yeah. Isn't that awesome? That's like a liminal space.
We would get like a million upvotes if we posted that.
A lot of updates. That is really cool though.
Oh, there's another floor underneath.
Oh, it's recording. Look at that. First freaking pull, and it looks real too. Look at the design.
Okay,
Look at the way it goes in the lab.
Search it up.
Yo, I fucking pulled it from freaking here.
I feel like it's not a screenshot.
I feel like it is though.
There's
High
no way
key.
you got that on your first try.
I did just get that on a
No,
freaking
but
first
if it
try.
is rare, there's no way you did it on your first try.
No freaking way, yo. Okay, let me search it up. Let me search it up. Let me search it up. That is so freaking wild. Way to go. Look at that. Not today. Hey, I'm back. I'm back. All right, there. Cool. What was the line? All the pictures are in, and I'm gonna go over them now. Earlier, I pulled together some of my most intelligent friends, and we reviewed the pictures that we took on a tier list. We like put them on. We like scaled them. You know what a tier list is. You've seen YouTube videos before, and I got some like interesting results. A lot of the pictures resonated with different people, like wildly differently. I'm gonna start from bottom to top because I don't want to like, blow my top tier liminal load too fast. I want to save that for the end. The one that got the worst review was the scary doll. That was the picture. This one right here. It's a cool picture, but it's not exactly liminal. That's like, and everybody else got that vibe too.
That one's fucking sick.
That one's really cool.
I wouldn't say this is liminal, but I will say it's cool.
It is a cool picture, yeah. I think it's a pretty cool picture. Like, from like maybe a photography standpoint, it's kind of mysterious. Why is this at like a mall? But it's not really liminal. So, it's unfortunately getting F tier. Sorry to all you scary doll fans out there. This one's an F. My bad. What are you doing, bruh? Alright. Are you mogging me right now? Dude, fuck you, bro. Dude, I'm getting mogged on. Right now. I'm getting mogged. This is fucked up. What comes after F? E? Does E come before D? Or I'm a little bit, yeah, I am pretty stupid as fuck. The one that did second worst was the hot dog on a stick. That one, that picture. Whereas the scary doll picture got a bad ranking because it wasn't liminal, the hot dog on a stick picture got a bad ranking because it's just a bad picture. It's not even cool, really. It just kind of sucked. Yeah, that one was big L energy. Didn't like that one. It just didn't really, it was too busy.
That's not really...
It's not very liminal.
I think it's F. Sorry. I think it's F.
I think it was like a hot dog on a stick.
Corn
or some
dog.
shit.
Oh,
yes.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
It gives corn dog, hot dog on a stick energy, bro. I don't know what I was doing, man. That was fucked up. The food court. Oh, the food court had a similar problem with the hot dog on a stick. It was a little bit better because it was just like a little. It wasn't really that much better. Actually, I don't know what I don't really. It just wasn't a vibe. There was like elements there that could have contributed to a liminal kind of picture, but overall they just didn't come together. Boom. This one isn't that great either, to be honest. This one
I would say that's a D.
I'd say this one's a D tier.
I would
Yeah,
say
there's like
that's
too
a
much
D.
information.
I would say
in
that's
here.
D.
I still think that's still like a D at most.
Okay. It wasn't. It was just kind of L. This picture kind of sucks. D tier. Ooh. Okay. The hallway with the Asian fusion place. That was It was divisive.
I say C, bro. Like, I can't remember the word.
I don't know.
There's too much. There's too much.
Yeah, there's too much happening.
Come on. I feel like C. I feel like it's C.
I thought it was kind of lame. I could see how other people could see it as liminal. There were elements, but it just didn't come together for me. My buddy actually really liked this one. He thought it was like A or S tier.
That's an A to S tier.
Nostalgia is interpreted differently by different people, and I think this is like a really good example of that, because like I really didn't resonate with this, and like my buddy really did. So we kind of split the difference and put it in C. That was C tier. I thought it was an F tier, but he thought it was awesome sauce. Everyone is beautiful in their own way.
I love Mexicans.
Oh, the Asian fusion place itself. I thought that one was a little bit better because there was something to focus on. It just had a better vibe in general. It was like the hallway if the hallway was Sigma. But no, I'm not putting that in. No, I'm so sorry. It was like the hallway if the hallway was better. It was almost really good, but not quite there for me. What do
I
you guys
low-key
think?
feel a little uneasy right now.
Same, but it's not all the way there. I can see like the tip of it. It's tickling my liminal tip, but it's not quite there, you know? Like, I feel a
Honestly,
little
it's giving me pretty good head right now. I would
Yeah,
say B,
I-
bro.
I
I would
I
say
see,
B,
I
B,
see
B.
low B.
Okay.
I see low
B.
B.
So I'm
yeah,
gonna
I think
put it-
B. I think B.
Okay, B. Oh. And then lastly, A S tier. This one, oh, my big tuna picture right here. My big tuna, my big kahuna, and my big catch. Dude, okay. This picture came out great. I'm really happy with how this one came out. It was like one of the food stalls, right? All the food stores in the food court were closed down. But it was empty enough and not identifiable enough to like be liminal. It was like in that perfect space between familiarity and the unknown. That what I was talking about earlier is in the strange state in between familiarity and the alien. And and the backlighting, that helped it so much in my opinion. It made it look even more dark, like all the lights were off, even though they weren't. I think it came out really good. You're gonna see how it did on the Reddit later. But you know, there's a reason why I think it's really good. So how did those pictures do? I'm gonna make this quick because this video is already way longer than it should be. I chose 3 pictures that I took. One really bad one mid one, and the really good one. This is my big kahuna to see if like the ranking was accurate. The mid one was the it was a picture I didn't show you guys, but I'll put it on screen right here. You already know my big tuna kahuna. I posted them to 2 subreddits, the AlfaOxtrot one and the liminal space subreddit. But y'all on the AlfaOxtrot subreddit, y'all just left me hanging. Like I didn't get any traction on there. What's up with that? Come on guys, what the hell? Anyway, what happened on the liminal space subreddit was the one that was really bad got no traction as expected. The mid one got a little bit of traction, but it quickly fell off into obscurity. But the big tuna kahuna did like crazy good. Like I got onto the front page of the subreddit. I got an ice cream. Ice cream. Okay. It's been exactly it's been like an hour since I posted it, right? And I am 7th. I am in 7th place on the liminal space subreddit. Dude, I'm in 7th place. I got the 7th highest. I'm in the top 10. Isn't that pretty cool? Fifth place. Which it's really cool to see people resonate with something I made. That just like made me feel an emotion, you know what I mean? Like pride. Like shoot, this picture's resonating with people, man. Come on, that's a cool feeling. Dude, that is so neato. It's doing pretty good. I'm hoping, you know what? Fingers crossed, we might be able to get 1st place. I really liked that. That was just really cool. Oh, I wanted to take this moment to, like, thank AlfaOxtrot for, like, inspiring me to do this. I know he's not, well, he might upload again. He might, I don't know. Is he uploading again? I don't know. Well, I hope he does. I hope you still upload, dude. I just wanted to say, like, thank you it might be weird because like we're like the same age, but like you inspired me to do this, which is totally cool. And maybe this would inspire maybe somebody out there to go try to do something cool too, you know? I don't really know what else to say. I don't really have a climactic way to end this. But dude, this was totally cool. Thanks, Alpha. I guess thank you for watching. This was totally fun. I'm probably gonna do this again, if you're maybe interested. See ya?
Am I?
You're in the game zone.
You're in
What's
hell.
up?
Okay.
Oh, it's like a little game show.
Yes, it's like let me
Just
download
leave
it to
it
your
at the
list.
Oh, you didn't have this ready? 1 out of 10 game show.
Because currently, I don't know. I don't think first place is. I mean, like, it's a cool picture, but it's not like liminal, I'm gonna be honest. For me, at least, AlfaOxtrot is some kind. AlfaOxtrot is kind of an inspiration to me a little bit. I mean, like, how do I put this? Him and I are kind of like the same age. And he like did it. He's like a YouTuber, right? I just thought that was really cool to see somebody my age doing like something as cool as that. It's the same reason I'm like a big fan of like Dr. Nowhere or like Kane Pixels, because they're also like my age too. We're all like in the same like 2 or 3 year difference. Not 2 or 3, like 1 or 2 year difference. Seeing stuff like that is totally cool, and it makes me feel like I can do stuff like I can do cool stuff too, right? Like if they're doing it, like shoot, maybe I could do something like that too, right?